Hey everybody, it's Missy Bliss with Intimacy Alchemy. Welcome to where I grew up. So I had this undeniable need to go home this morning, even though I was home, and I sat with myself and I thought about it for a while. And I wanted you all to know that I am practicing the law of obedience, which is being obedient. I think there's a bumblebee in my hair. When you practice the law of obedience, when you get an intuitive nudge, that means go do that thing and go do it right away. So this isn't where I grew up. Obviously, I'm in a park across the street from where I grew up, but if you look over here, that's where I grew up, you guys, right there. So it's nice. I thought I would share it with you all. So the law of obedience says, I'm obedient to my soul self. My soul self said, get your booty home. And here I am in this beautiful park on this beautiful day. So today we're going to work on visualization recap, right? The importance of visualization. The reason why we would need to recap this, and we're going to work on it so often, is that it is so important. You can't get away from that. Visualization practice is everything. So I taught a separate class on visualization, and in that class there was an Olympic team that practiced. They wanted to know if visualization really worked, okay? And so in this, they had 25% didn't practice visualization at all, but they continued on with their training. And then you had another 25% that did 75 to 25 visualization. Then you had another team that did 50 to 50, and then you did another team that did 75% visualization and only 25% actual working out. And this is an Olympic team, okay? This is an Olympic level team. And so they were actually ultimately trying to disprove that visualization was a thing, okay? And it turned out that visualization was far more powerful than anybody had imagined. And so it wasn't the Olympic team that worked out 100% of the time or 75% of the time with a 25% flip. It was actually that visualization team, that team that visualized 75% of their time and then only worked out 25% of the time, performed like 150% better than they individually had performed prior to that. It's a big deal. It means a lot to us, especially people like us who are seekers, right? We're here because we know that, God intended more for us, or that we intend more for ourselves, and we want to know how to do it. And I think that we don't want to bullshit about it. And I think that we don't want to, everybody knows people who work 50 hours a week and they're exhausted and they're just not getting anywhere. We're not those people, okay? We're the kind of people that work 25% of the time and visualize 75% of the time and get all the things that we want, okay? So visualization recap looks like you have to know exactly what you want. I want you to have great detail in this. So in that, say it's your house that you're trying to manifest. I want you to manifest the exact floor plan. I want to know what the wall colors are going to be. I want to know how you're going to decorate with the furniture. I want to know what the decor is going to be like. I want to know if there's a pool. I want to know how many, if there's a garage, I want to know how many cars fit in that garage. I want to know everything about that house, to the point where you know the house so well, when you close your eyes and you open that third eye, you can walk through that house, up the stairs, down the stairs, through the back, in the kitchen. You can stand in the kitchen and look around, and with your eyes closed, just like virtual reality, you can see everything that you want, okay? Now, because we're badasses, we're going to take it a step further. We're going to also smell what our house smells like. We're going to feel the fabric of the curtains. We're going to hear maybe the neighbor children playing in their yard next door. We want every sense involved in this. And I also want you to include this third eye in that. So I want you to trip yourself up a bit. Visualization has to happen when you're in a feel-good state. So in this third dimension, you have to be feeling phenomenal, and that's when you go to visualize. But in your visualization, it's kind of like Inception. In that visualization, I want you to get angry about something. Say maybe there was a leak under your sink that went unnoticed, or say maybe, we're dealing with houses, so many things can go wrong in a house. Maybe the two numbers of your address fell off when somebody slammed the door. Get a little upset about something. I want you to be a little bit crunchy. And then, if you want to take it even further than that, you can imagine hosting a holiday at your home that you're trying to manifest. And so I would choose a super fun holiday. If Christmas brings you down, it makes you feel poorly, I would not choose Christmas. I would choose something like Halloween that's really fun. And imagine, decorating your house and, all of the weird little treats that you're going to have, like lady fingers that actually look like fingers that have been severed. You know what I'm saying? And so really put yourself into it. Do you have a haunted house in your garage? What kind of food are you passing out to the little children, right? I want you to know all of it. So in this, you're going to have a locked vision, a locked space. So in all of that whole movie that you're playing, I want you to take like a screenshot in your mind of one scene that feels the best, that looks the best, that feels the most real to you. And in that, this is where the sex magic comes in. In that, I want you to use that in your sex magic. So I have written down, I want you to write down your goals 2 times a day. So if it's a house you're manifesting, I want you don't have to go through the entire process of, writing out the floor plan and all of that every single day, twice a day, but you do have to write down house, right? Write the word house. If you're trying to manifest a body, write, my best case body, okay? If you're trying to manifest health, of course, first I want you to go in, I want you to know what perfect health looks and feels like, and then I want you to just write the word health. But I want you to write it down twice a day. I want you to write it down twice a day. It's very helpful if you have this is like a regular old folder, guys, okay? These things are all over my house for many different reasons, but I have like 6, like kind of one in every room in my house, really, because if I have to write immediately. And so I will write down twice a day what it is that I want. So I will write down health, wealth, happiness, right? Very simple stuff. I have all of those things, okay? And so I do it to reinforce. It's very, very few and far between. You won't really find me wanting for much, right? I have everything that I want. I have all of the things that I need, okay? I have that strong belief structure. So once you get that snapshot and I write this down twice a day, I know exactly what I want. I am absolutely certain that I know what I want. I want you to take that picture, the very best part, and you might even visualize yourself standing in the kitchen of your house after your workout right before your Halloween party. You know what I'm saying? Like, make it complicated if you need complicated. Some people's egos need complicated. Some people's egos can't have it be simple. I am definitely one of those people. So what I say to you is do it how it works for you. This is not about how it works for me. Do it how it works for you. So in sex magic, I do not suggest that you do this with a partner unless your partner also knows what you're doing, because otherwise it's bad juju, you guys. We call it, it's the dark arts, basically. If you're using somebody else's sexual energy to obtain something and they don't know about it, it's not a good thing, okay? And the karma will come back to you, guaranteed, ×3. So, that being said, sexy time. So I want you to build yourself up to the point of an orgasm, okay? And then as you're having an orgasm, I want you to hold that perfect snapshot picture in your mind. And as you're having an orgasm, I want you to try to feel the feelings of having what it is that you're trying to manifest while you're pulsating and pushing all of this energy through the body, okay? So I want you to test this out, though. I don't want you to begin doing this. I don't want you to begin using sex magic to manifest big things. I want you to begin to use it to manifest small things. Say, like, a pair of green socks was the very first thing that I ever manifested, or consciously manifested, okay? Maybe free coffee, or maybe seeing a friend you haven't seen in 10 years. It's got to be a little bit weird, and it's got to be something that you know for sure could not have come had you not been in this process, okay? So let's also talk about asking bigger and better questions. I have people all the time, they ask really terrible fucking questions like, why am I so broke? If you ask that question, your brain is going to have to give you an answer, okay? And I don't want your answer to be because you're bad with money and because, somebody screwed you over a year ago, and you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not good for you. What is good for you is asking better questions. And so if you're feeling broke, I want you to ask yourself, why am I so wealthy? And the answer to that question, oh, you guys, the church bells. Welcome to my childhood. Oh, it's beautiful. It makes me so happy. Okay, so if you ask yourself, why am I so wealthy? It might be that you live in the United States and you made more than $34,000 last year, and so you are in the wealthiest 1% of the entire population of the world. You really, really, really get to choose. And the more you're looking for things that make you feel good, the more those feel good things are going to come in. So if you're asking yourself, why am I so wealthy? Your brain is going to give you that answer, and then your brain is going to give you wealth, right? You're going to become a magnet to wealth instead of a magnet to debt or brokenness. Okay. This one's a simple one. It's a very, very easy one, but it was very necessary. I know this is an integration period for you guys, and you really need to dive deep and dig in, and I really want you to hold tight to this visualization process. I want you to be doing this at least 3 to 5 times a week. Sex magic, it's super powerful, you guys. You might have to do it once or twice. If you're really focusing and you're really paying attention the way that you need to, it should be boom, 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 rapid fire at this point from what you've learned up to this point, okay? Once again, sex magic can be a dark art if you are a dark heart. Oh, honey. So don't have a dark heart. You do have a dark heart and you do use this for negative things, I have no attachment to it, and I sincerely hope that you learn your lesson pretty quickly so you don't have to do that again. Welcome to my home. Good to talk to y'all. Have a great day. Bye.